We got Tim Caron back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Andrew Todhunter at Dana White's Contender Series coming up here on June 26th. Tim, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Feeling great. I'm ready.
And you look great too. I was just commenting off air, in a non homosexual way that you've grown your hair out. You've got a new look going. What's all this about? Is this just something you're trying, or what's the deal there?
Yeah, it's something I'm trying. I'm about to look like Thor when I step in that cage. You'll see.
Okay.
I'll have the ripping abs and the beautiful locks.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you certainly look like Thor in your last fight. You got that TKO slam win over Timothy Woods at CES 48. Could that fight have gone any better in your opinion?
No, it was a weird ending to that fight. Surprising ending. But, I mean, he just didn't have the right defense to my defense to his offense. So it worked out well for me.
And another impressive finish. I know it kind of ended a bit weirdly, but another finish nonetheless. Did you feel like a big opportunity like the one you have here on June 26th was going to come after that win, or were you expecting, is this kind of out of the blue?
I was hoping. There's always that hope. But it was out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it. I was ready. I was already talking to somebody else to get on a different card earlier in June. And then I got the call for this, and I was pumped.
I bet. I know we've been talking about this for a while, because you had the good record, and I know that's, Dana, you seem like sort of a nice mold for that Contender Series and everything like that. When did you actually find out you were going to be on the show? Because I know some fighters have known for months.
Yeah, I've known for quite a while, probably a couple months ago now, easily. So I've had plenty of time to take it all in and prepare myself and get my mind ready.
Did you have an opponent right away, or did they just tell you were on the show and then they'd find someone for you?
Well, I had an opponent. Me and Andrew were matched up right off the bat. So I've had my game plan set in motion for a long time now. So in 2 weeks we'll find out.
Was it tough initially not being able to tell anyone? Because I know they had to tell you guys to keep it under wraps.
Yes, that's was the worst part. You have to just keep it under wraps, and everyone's, when's the next fight? When's the next fight? And just, it's coming. Just wait.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you're taking on a really good opponent, Andrew Todhunter. He's got the undefeated record. He was in the UFC. I know he didn't actually get to fight in the octagon, but he was scheduled to fight in the UFC. Just, initial thoughts when you found out you'd be fighting him, because, this is going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, I was excited. Obviously, he's a very good fighter. I'm going to get to test my skills and then show it in front of the biggest people in fighting. So this is where it all comes down to.
And he's obviously well versed anywhere this fight goes. How do you feel like you match up against him?
Very good. I think I'm very well versed everywhere it goes too. From the fights I've seen, he's a great ground and pounder. Mm-hmm. If he gets on top, it looks like it's hard to get off. He looks super strong, but getting me down there is going to be an issue. From what I've seen, it looks like he just ragdolls people, but he's not going to have that.
And does it add a bit more fighting a guy who's undefeated, or doesn't matter to you?
No, it doesn't matter to me. I lost my a couple of fights back. It was kind of a relief, to be honest. So now I don't have to worry about that, and
right.
Now he does. So.
And obviously looking at this fight on paper, I mean, Andrew hasn't fought since April of 2016. I know he's been in jiu-jitsu competitions and he's done a bit of boxing as well too. But do you feel like that layoff of him not competing for so long is going to play a factor in this fight?
I don't think so. Like you said, he's still been boxing and competing. Getting the cage is different, but he's a professional. I expect him to bring his best, so he better expect my best.
For sure.
It's going to be a good fight.
And as far as training camp, is it just sort of business as usual, Team Burgess and everyone else just sort of training, at your various gyms and everything like that?
Yeah, same old. Burgess is the home gym, mm-hmm. And I'm able to jump around once or twice a week and train with other people, just to get different knowledges and different training.
Where have been some of the places you've been doing cross training?
I've been up in Lebanon, New Hampshire, doing my Muay Thai occasionally, and then Derry, New Hampshire at PMA with Tim Barshard and Lucas Valley, a bunch of jiu-jitsu freaks. They've gotten me real good.
What about training partners? Who have been some of the guys you gotten to work with?
No big names. I jump around. I don't like to stick to certain training partners because I like different looks from everybody. You can learn a lot from even beginners, so I just jump around.
And like House of Pain. How about the weight cut? How's that going? You seem like you're in a good mood, so I imagine the weight cut's going well.
It's going very well. The lightest I'm usually at, like 3 weeks. I'm 2.5 weeks out, and I've never been this light. I'm in the 190s now, so it's smooth sailing from here. Just got to keep my mind right, and it should be a very easy cut
And
come weeks.
do you know who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
I do. My head coach Nate Lamont and manager Tyson Chartier are going to be my corners for this fight.
That's great. I know Tyson does a lot of like strategy when it comes to opponents and everything like that. Is that, has he been doing that with you at all, or is that just stuff that you've been doing with your coaches?
Just my coaches. He knows Nate too. Him and Nate went to high school together, so he left. Yeah, he left it for Nate. He knows Nate well, so we know he knows Nate's got a good game plan, or he knows how to set it up. So,
are we going to keep the theme going here on June 26th? Are we going to see another highlight reel performance?
oh God, yeah. I mean, both of us are undefeated, and none of us have seen the judges, so expect some highlight reels.
Yeah, and Andrew says he thinks it's going to end in the first as well. Do you expect sort of an onslaught early on? You guys just sort of going at it, because especially with the contract on the line, it's not like a regular fight. Like you really need to, even if you win, sometimes you don't get that contract. They're really looking for people to impress.
Yeah, I expect an onslaught. That's a good word for it. He's going to come out guns blazing. I know it, and I'm going to do the same. So it's going to be a great matchup. So make sure you tune in.
Is this your first time going to Vegas?
Second time. They flew me out a couple, like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, to do media stuff. But I guess this is your first time actually competing in Vegas and doing that whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's awesome. It's an amazing feeling. This is the dream.
Yeah, it certainly is. What about downtime right now? You getting in any TV time, any Netflix, anything like that, or is it just staying eye on the prize?
I go to the movies. No Netflix, but I'll catch a movie on the weekends. So I've seen all the big movies that came out: Avengers, Deadpool, all the fun stuff.
Okay.
But no Netflix, nothing like that. I don't have time to sit down and do that.
Now, do you go to the movies like with your significant other, or do you go by yourself? Like I know some people go to the movies by themselves. They just need that break and they need to go on their own.
No, yeah, I usually bring the wife. Even if she doesn't like the movie, she likes the popcorn. So
that's good.
It works out.
Awesome. Well, we're certainly looking forward to this fight. It's Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series coming up here June 26th, live on UFC Fight Pass. Tim, it's always good talking to you, man. I'm really excited for this fight. Just to remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. You can find me on Facebook, just Tim Caron, Tim the Bear Caron on Instagram, and tbear331 on Twitter. I finally got my account. I want to thank my sponsors, obviously, Club Match Vegas. I always thank you. Been with me since day one. Team Burgess, everybody I've trained with there, PMA, all the coaches, all the training partners, everybody. It's just, I've gotten a lot of support for this fight, so thank you all.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.